Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 160 of MMT Millennial Movie Talk. It's a movie and TV show podcast
Where we talk.
with your friends here from Australia. What was that?
Where we talk.
Where we talk about, well, it's about movies and stuff. We just talk.
So red.
So red?
I'm not this tan.
Red.
This is fake. This is
Alex,
fake.
Alex has got a bottle of Bondi Sands out. The sponsor of this week's episode. No, we're not sponsored by Bondi Sands. Look,
Bondi
I
woke up
Beach.
this morning saying I
Sponsored by
look a bit
Bondi
pale.
Beach.
Look how pale Michael and I are.
No, but I don't go out.
Yeah, but Alex, with the current look of your camera, you look exactly like the other character who's on this call. I'm Braden. I'm joined as always by the wonderful Alex,
Hello. I hope
wonderful
it's better.
Michael,
It's
Hello.
more realistic.
and the wonderful Christian.
Hello.
Christian's picture for the podcast episode is Kamal Nanjiani.
Watch the video,
Hello.
you freaks.
Check it out on YouTube. While you're here, you can subscribe and like and all that stuff. How's everybody doing?
Am I too
Yeah,
blue?
yeah.
Am I too?
Yeah,
am I too
You're
blue?
very blue dubba dee bada die.
If I turn the light on, will that make things better? The overhead light?
I think no, because it's like a yellowy. Isn't it like a fluorescent? Like it might be a bit.
Oh,
It might be a bit very unpleasant.
yeah. Oh,
This is a great movie. I really do enjoy this
Whoa.
movie. Oh, hello.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll
That'll
revert back to Kamal soon, though. Eventually.
do. It's fine. What do you want to talk about first? Because the first thing I want to hear about, if I was clicking on this episode as a listener, I want to hear about the new film that came out this week that Michael and Alex have seen.
Of course.
Michael didn't come
Oh, yeah.
to Minions.
What do you
You're
want
not allowed
about?
to talk about it yet.
I'm not allowed to talk about Minions.
There's a
I,
Minions?
I have seen Minions 2, The Rise of Gru.
Is it two?
It's a prequel or whatever. It's like no, it's the sequel to Minions.
Oh, okay, so
it's
it is.
set before Despicable Me.
Oh, okay.
So things to look forward to.
All right.
Don't sound too hyped about that, Braden.
No, we can't have any spoilers for
Can't
it.
say anything, guys. I've been.
Yep. Illumination will never send us to Super Mario.
That's what we're holding out.
Oh
for.
no.
They didn't send us to Elvis. No Illumination though.
Could you imagine Illumination doing Elvis?
No, Illumination didn't do Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. But
Baz
you know,
Luhrmann apparently has a 4-hour cut of that movie.
Oh no.
I just read that before and I was like, why? How?
why does Baz Luhrmann have so much? Sorry. Why
That's
has
not great for the podcast listeners.
audio listeners will understand why, and they'll be like, the disrespect this guy's showing to this, to our 4 audience members is crazy.
Oh, goddamn.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, thanks.
Can you
how
guys
are you?
talk about Lightyear already? I haven't seen this movie
Oh, that's
yet.
what you want.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Oh, the
Yes.
Buzz Lightyear that people don't
There,
like.
there
rescue.
is some buzz. There is significant buzz around this film,
Oh,
isn't there?
there's some drama around the film.
That's true.
I'll tell you
Also,
that.
Oh.
So there is some drama around Lightyear. Did you guys hear that it didn't beat out Jurassic World in its second opening? In its,
I did see that.
Jurassic World was in its second weekend at the box office. Buzz Lightyear, a Pixar film, was in.
Still
its-
didn't beat it.
Instead of writing Box Office Mojo, I wrote Watch Mojo.
Box office mojo.
brilliant.
So Buzz Lightyear had its second run in pictures. First week in pictures. In pictures?
And
in
it
cinemas.
landed behind.
And landed behind Jurassic World by
Oof.
9 mil. So
A 9 mil.
Yikes.
Oof.
no, that's nice.
Ooh.
Good on Top Gun Maverick. Still
Are
making
people not
44.
buzzed?
That's crazy.
There's reasons behind this.
Is it because of controversy?
Yep. On top
Is there-
of
There
there's
controversy
Oh,
around
yeah.
Lightyear?
Apparently. Is it to do with the same-sex relationship?
So this is
Oh,
domestic
right.
only. So only Texas and that don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, understandably.
So no, this comes down to people don't know what the fuck this is.
Wow, yep.
That's what it comes down to. General audiences, they don't know what this movie is about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if they see the movie, the movie starts with text that explains you exactly what it's about.
Oh, that's not good.
The opening of this
Okay.
film is text on the screen saying, in 1995, Andy went to go see
Oh,
this movie. And like,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
then it,
Okay.
but when that happens, when the movie starts off with saying, "Oh, in 1995, Andy went and
That's
saw
weird.
this," and then it became his favorite toy became of it.
Yeah.
I think
Or-
that's something that should be kind of inferred, not just written on
Yeah.
the front.
So all I had in my mind for the rest of this film was that this was a movie that was it's meant to be released in 1995. So
Mhm.
straight away I go, oh wow, progressive for 1995, letting a same-sex couple
Yeah.
on screen and that, and then I'm just
That's
like,
true.
there's a lot of meta jokes for. I'm not sure how this movie would have landed in 1995.
They never said it was a successful movie in 1995.
It's
It
just
might have
Andy's-
bombed. It's Andy's favorite.
Andy
though.
loved it. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
this movie a lot though.
Is the controversy even a big part of it, or is that?
Yeah, because then there's people don't know what this is, and
Yeah.
then there's one thing. People are very mad for some reason that it's not Tim Allen. So that's what it is.
Yes.
People are like, "Oh, well, I'm not going to
Pissed
watch
off,
this. It's not pissed
yeah.
off that it's not Tim Allen."
I mean, eh.
But that's sort of
not a deal
aligned
breaker.
to
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I mean, I understand it's not
There's
Buzz,
also-
but
yeah. But like you got to remember that's also like the movie.
Different
like
characters.
this is different character. Like this is the movie version of the toy. Like-
But that
Yeah.
comes back to the fact that people don't know what this movie's about,
Yeah. So I
So
think
people
that's sort of
see
the
Lightyear.
cycle. Yeah.
and they're like, "Why isn't it Tim Allen?"
Tim Allen. Yeah.
And they don't
Yeah.
know that it's a fictional in fiction.
did
Yeah.
they get Tim Allen for that other Buzz Lightyear movie?
Of Star Command, Hugh Petty
Yeah.
did.
Oh, see,
Oh,
yeah, right.
that 2D animated shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah, the excellent,
Yeah.
excellent movie.
the incredible thing we all had on VHS.
Are they on Disney
Mm.
Plus yet?
No, it's ridiculous.
They should get it. But yeah, I mean,
Did you
kinda
Did you
comes
check that
together.
out Saturday night, Joby?
Nah, it might be. Hang on.
They did 4 seasons of the TV show.
Really?
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently.
There's a movie and TV show.
Wow.
Yeah, they did 4 seasons.
Yeah, so Tim Allen
Is-
is the voice of Buzz in the movie.
In the movie,
So it's
in the
called
TV show, it's Patrick Warburton.
because Patrick
who that is.
Warburton is in the movie.
Wait,
He
really?
plays Little Green something.
Oh, him.
Oh, cool.
Burrito. Him.
That's fun.
It's this guy that talks like this.
Yo, can I also
Crump.
shout out? Can I also shout out from the TV show? Zurg was played by Wayne Knight.
Oh.
What? I need to watch the show now.
But speaking of the less successful modern movie, um, is Chris Pratt just out of place? Does
Evans,
it not
Chris
feel
Evans.
like Buzz? Oh,
Chris Evans.
Jesus,
There'd be
Chris
way
Evans.
more.
I've-
There'd be way more controversy. with
I've done.
Chris
Wrong
I've said
Yeah.
this more
white
than
guy.
once now. Yes,
Wrong white Chris.
wrong popular white man.
Wrong
But
white. Man. We like
is-
white men, just not this one.
Is Chris Evans out of place? Does it not? Does it not come? Does he not carry the character?
No, Chris Evans is great.
Yeah,
he's a really good Buzz.
I don't think he takes away from the fact that it's meant to be Buzz
But
Lightyear or
it's
anything.
different. They're not the same character.
Exactly.
So all this is
Yeah.
redundant to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the first half of this film so much. I didn't know what the film was about. I just knew it was Buzz Lightyear in space, and he's doing space things as Buzz Lightyear. So
Yep.
I didn't know what the hell this movie was even about. And I really loved the first half of this film. I think the second half drops off, and does become a bit disappointing. But overall, I think it's the first half I was really locked in. They had me.
Yeah. I'm fairly sure. Yeah. Me and I sort of, as we're walking out, came to that pretty like same consensus. Like, yeah, the first half is definitely better than the second. I still quite enjoyed the movie overall.
There
like,
is some.
wouldn't say that let it down, but
There is some Pixar sauce in it.
Oh,
You know, it's
we do get a little bit.
little bit. So this is one of the things that isn't like it's not as like profound as other Pixar films.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not
This
not
is
one
a-
of those movies that the source is going to be like hit you and slap you as hard as it can in the face.
This is a
the whole
fun
time.
space adventure.
Yeah. It's that like classic space adventure sci-fi.
Yeah,
That's
definitely. It was
all I'm
definitely
expecting.
fun. Like I can't say I was like sitting there hating any of the characters.
Oh no,
like,
not at all. But
nothing
some of them,
really
some of
annoyed
them,
me or anything.
very not developed.
Is the robot cat too much?
No,
No.
it's good.
Okay, cool.
Cats are
It's
robot.
actually, I think that they did a pretty good job with the robot cat, like not making it
Annoying.
too much.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the trailer it's very like, oh, this could be hit and miss. But
Yeah, I think
that's good.
that starts. It doesn't have like a annoying voice. Like it doesn't have like a high pitched voice or something. I think that's where it sort of starts at. Oh, hello.
yeah.
Yeah, this happens.
And a hour 45 film as well. We love that.
Yes.
Mhm.
It was.
I forget my camera does that.
Yeah.
I have a half an hour
the
shutter.
run time was definitely good. Very glad it didn't go. They didn't try and push it longer because I think that would have hurt it definitely a lot more.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Taika Waititi's voice is like recognizable the second he talks.
Didn't even
Yeah,
know it was in it.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in it either. I didn't know who was playing who in this movie, but as soon as that like the character starts speaking, you can tell who it is.
Yeah.
But no, overall, it's quite enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
Very fun. I gave it 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I get the same.
I don't know where it ranks on my list of these. Let's have a look.
Well,
I
I'm
think you
glad
had
to
a
hear
like
you guys
8
enjoyed
or
it.
so.
Because like we all grew
I
up
think
on
you
Toy
did slot it
Story.
in.
I think I changed it.
yeah.
I think I did some reshuffling after thinking about it.
Ooh.
Was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? So let's do 8.
I got it right.
Just after Turning Red, before Jackass Forever.
Fair enough.
Not as good as Hustle though.
Oh, yeah. I saw someone else on this podcast watch that recently as well.
That's you, Chris. That's you.
Me.
You watched the Adam Sandler Hustle movie.
I did finally, and then I followed it up with Uncut Gems, which was something.
Jeez. What a double feature.
Vastly different.
I really liked Hustle. I don't know anything about basketball, so a different perspective from you guys going in, I would think. But I didn't know who were obvious basketball players. Like the main character, I did not realize he was.
If they touch a basketball in the film, they're a basketball player. Except for Adam Sandler.
Okay. Like, but when with the young kid, I assumed he obviously plays basketball. I didn't know he was just like an NBA, like playing NBA.
The young kid, the Kermit?
Yeah, the main guy.
Oh no, the mate, Bo Cruz.
Oh, Bo Cruz.
Bo Cruz. So, yes, that's it.
Yeah, no, look, that's the thing. He acts so well, you forget that he's like just an NBA player.
Yeah, I figured he was obviously, playing like high school or college ball or something, and then he's acting in the movie bigger than like his basketball. But no, yeah.
I watched the last 3/4 of this with my dad because he was watching it, and I decided to sit down and watch it. I think something that really benefits his acting is the fact that he's Spanish, and that
True.
wooden dialogue doesn't carry over as much because he's got an accent, but he's still really good in the film.
Yeah, I really really touched me, like the whole thing with him and his daughter and his mum.
I cared so much about his relationship with Adam Sandler too. That really came across.
The father, when the kind of father figure comes in, when you realize that he never had a father, and he's like, this side is for my father, the blank arm. It's really powerful because then you immediately click like, oh, he's gonna be his dad.
No, I think a comment I made to Alex the other day was like, the way I felt in this film, looking at trying to name all the basketball players, is the same as me sitting through Ready Player One trying to name all the things that I know. It's just trying to point out everybody I know and can, it's pretty much that. But I'm very glad to hear that someone that's not into like basketball and very knowledgeable with NBA and stuff is also enjoyed the movie. So it makes me feel a bit better for really enjoying it.
One scene I really liked is when he first finds Bo Cruz, and like no one they don't believe who he is because it just seems crazy when he like follows him home, and he calls the basketball player that he knows.
Oh, Dirk.
Yeah, and I like that was the first thing I'm like, okay, that's probably a real basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved that scene and that interaction because I don't know, it was just wholesome. Like, he actually calls up an NBA player and he's just like, see, look, like, I'm
also
not joking.
Dirk in that scene just fucking with him.
Yeah, exactly that as well. Like,
it really I don't know. I feel like what benefited all the NBA players, especially Anthony Edwards that played the villain, is they weren't like that.
He is. He's the villain.
Yeah,
I love that. That's so good.
I feel like what benefited, they didn't like with all the trash talking, I'm really hoping that they sort of like, all right, incorporate these like phrases into it, but just do what you would normally do. It feels like they just let them do what they do instead of trying to feed them with cheesy lines the whole time. Good. And like anytime any of the NBA players talked, it just felt like he just sort of let them speak how they normally spoke. It wasn't like forced script or anything. It could have been, but at least it didn't feel like that.
Watching this movie again, well, half 3/4 of it again, Anthony Edwards is the best part of the film. I don't know why, but like,
you just enjoy him.
I have to look up who that is.
He's Kermit. He's the other draft, the guy that gets in his head.
The asshole. Yeah, I was about to ask if he was like a player.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
Yeah, he was quite good as well.
He plays it. You want to punch him really badly.
Yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, overall it hit. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
That's
and
high.
then I watched Hustle, and I gave Hustle a 4, and I dropped. Oh, sorry, no. Then I watched Uncut Gems, and I dropped Hustle to a 3.5, and I gave Uncut Gems 4.
Because Uncut Gems is what. Sorry.
It was an adrenaline ride.
It goes into the best films I'll never watch again list.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I tried to watch it when it first came out, and I don't think I finished it because I did not remember the ending. And then when I was watching it again, the anxiety.
Because every time,
oh my God,
he fucking wins.
Oh, it's just anxiety. The movie.
Right. He just bets again.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
Oh my God. And then, just the anxiety is just constant ride to the end. I was like dying. I can't watch this movie in one sitting. Honestly, I was like, we're near the end. And I look, and I was less than halfway. I was just over an hour. And I was like, oh my God.
It just keeps ramping up.
I feel like I've been watching this movie for 2 hours, and I had to watch the rest the next night.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's had a therapy session in between.
Yeah. It's great cinema, but I hate that movie.
It's great Netflix cinema. Didn't come out in theaters, sadly.
Brilliant cinema.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That would have been an experience in the cinemas.
That's true.
Chris would have got out, left, and then come back the next night and finished.
Yeah, I would have left with my hand shaking.
It's like, can't do it. Can't do it.
I can't.
You just walk up, you go one ticket to the 7:30 session of Uncut Gems, and they're just like that. It's 8:30. You're like, yeah, I need to watch the last half because I just
I just left.
But in contrast to Hustle, they're both great films. Adam Sandler, he's stepping it up. Love that guy.
Thank God he's stepping it up.
Serious movies and two varying ones. Loved them both.
Yeah. I did watch other things to quickly throw out there.
I will very quickly shout out another comedian who's out there doing the hard yards in modern movies. I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the first time, and Jim Carrey's great.
Of course he is.
And that's it. Idris Elba absolutely steals that movie as Knuckles, and it's great fun. That's it.
I think I'm as high as you are.
No, I can't believe that I've existed on the internet since that film's been out, and I never got the end credits spoiled for me. Like
Shadow.
Yeah, I did not get that spoiled for me at all.
You don't have TikTok.
You can tell. Yeah, I don't have TikTok at all. Was that like right away?
Yeah.
Okay.
That movie, it's half of a good movie. The rest of it's perhaps one of the worst subplots I've seen in a movie, which is.
Are you talking about The Wedding?
Yep, awful. Really,
it's out of nowhere,
really
and it's an extended 15-minute sequence.
Really grinds the movie down to a halt.
It's so unexpected.
So
Cal and I was just sitting there watching it, being like, "This is still going."
I own that movie.
Oh man, it was wild. Anyway, that's all I want to talk about for it. That's all it really deserves. I enjoyed it though.
I watched. So obviously, Minions: The Rise of Gru review pending.
Yep.
I watched a movie. I watched a random Netflix watch. I did a Chris.
Oh,
Netflix recommended something to me, so I went and watched it. I'm sure we've all heard of it, but it's that Joe Keery Uber driver murderer film.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this when that got when they were releasing it around the like the film festival circuit.
What's it called?
Spree.
So like Joe Keery.
Well, I like Joe Keery.
Yeah. It's something.
Yeah, I heard it was fine.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's I wish it was creepy, Chris.
The thumbnail is creepy.
Yeah, the movie's not.
Bless.
So you're following Joe Keery, who plays Kurt from Kurt's World. He's got a YouTube channel. He's Kurt's World. He's really pathetic. He's a pathetic wannabe influencer.
You can find him incredibly relatable to start with.
Him. He tries his heart out, but nothing works for him. And he just decides, hey, I'm gonna go around and murder people as a spree driver to get views. That's it. He does.
Sounds like an interesting premise.
Well, the biggest thing
Where does it go wrong?
The lack of realism in it. Like, I would have thought after he murdered a few people, something would have caught on because he's live streaming it all.
Yeah.
Right. Even though he's got no followers and stuff, like it's really
randoms on the internet will find you.
Yeah. He murders a lot of like 4 or 5 people before anything starts to catch on.
In how small a time? Is this one night? Or
one day.
Okay. Well, in that case, it's a little more believable, but still, that's a lot.
So he just
is there a record of Uber trips every time he picks someone up and murders them?
Yeah, I mean, there'd be a record of the trip because he picks them up and he accepts the job and he drives them, and he just kind of dumps their body, on the side of like in a bush or something. He kills them by he poisoned bottles of water in the back of his car, and so when they go to take a sip of the water, they die.
I was expecting this to turn into a slasher movie, but then it's just he just poisons them.
So they take a sip of this water.
Yeah.
And it's not diluted enough for them to taste anything or whatever, and they just
it.
convulse and die immediately.
Yeah, they just like start coughing and shit, and then they die. Some hijinks do ensue.
Okay.
He has to run a guy over with his car at one point.
Nice.
And all that. It's
lots of car-based shenanigans.
Yeah.
Does it explain what he poisoned him with, or how this man has expertise to do this?
But the funny thing is, is that when they explain to you everything that's happened, he's also like he's had videos and videos and videos of lead up to preparing what he's doing.
Oh,
okay.
So it's not like he just snaps randomly and he live streamed all this in one go. He's had YouTube videos explaining what he's going to be doing, and like
that's more.
And like him preparing the water bottles.
Okay.
So
it's not just on a whim. He just poisons people.
He planned. It's called The Lesson. He planned it. He goes, here's the lesson.
Okay.
It's weird. I gave it 2.5 out of 5. It was entertaining though. It was just really strange. And Joe Keery's great in it, but
what's his haircut like?
He's got a bit of a this is the one he cut his hair for, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not as big in this.
Yeah. So yeah, and there's one scene where he's in the shower with blood all over his face, which is cool. And
until you said the blood part, I was getting there.
And then like with any found footage film, like the believability of all the footage and then they explain at the end that it was a 4chan group that made the movie. They've got all the footage and made it into a film.
Okay, that's the most believable part.
Yeah. And that's Spree.
God damn.
I also watched Coach Carter.
There you go.
Coach Carter, hell yeah.
I rewatched Coach Carter. Best
You're in a
part
basketball mood after Hustle?
Yeah, best part of that movie is when the lockout ends and like they finally stop the lockout. He goes to quit and goes to go grab all of his stuff, and he turns into the gym, and they're all sitting there with their desks. That's the best part of the movie. It's great. It's fantastic. It's wholesome. It got the bumps. The bumps came out.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Solid flick.
It's a bit of fun, Coach Cardi. B.
Coach Cardi. I would watch that remake.
Now that's a movie that's coming.
Coach Cardi B.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now from the top.
No, stop. Now, Chris, the reason your profile picture for this Zoom call is Kamal Nanjiani is because you're slowly catching up on a show that we've all been watching kind of week by week as it's been coming out. It's about to finish.
So,
and I think we just need to have an overall chat about the entirety of this show so far.
Disclaimer: I haven't seen all the episodes yet.
Do you care?
So my
Yep.
opinions could be wrong, as they often are. And my first thing is my man, Kamal. Fuck, what's
Kamal
his name?
Nanjiani.
Kamal Nanjiani is his character is so. It could have been really cool. I thought his character.
Yep.
He could have been something.
Yep.
But then straight away he's at odds with his own character. Like the way he's got the kind of fake Jedi business going on.
Yeah.
But then the way he does care and he does want to help.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. I wanted him to be this kind of
Trying to have
rapscallion.
their cake and eat it too. Welcome to Disney.
I wanted
Yeah.
him to come in and be an asshole that's playing on the Jedi thing, which he was doing, and
Yep.
Obi-Wan to give him a slap on the wrist. But no, he's a good guy. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Alex hit the nail on the head and was the main point I was going to bring talking about Kenobi. In like recent episodes coming into this final one, every single episode, it is the epitome of wanting to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
You get
Should have been a movie.
you get incredibly cool moments where you're like, wow, that's exactly what I wanted from this. And then it is instantaneously subverted by another thing because the plot has to keep happening.
Yes.
And there's the epitome of that in the most recent episode. I don't know how much we want to spoil things, but
Do you care,
like,
Chris?
Oh, no.
Okay, cool.
okay,
So
Darth Vader stopping that
that was
fucking
the
shit
sickest
from
thing in the
taking
world.
off.
Like it was
Coolest
nothing.
thing ever.
Like it was nothing.
Oh my god, just holding it and it's just like
Okay.
sheer
Would-
crazy show of
Would
power
Disney, would
and
Disney
I-
yell at me?
I'm
if I
getting
do this?
goosebumps thinking
Probably.
about that. I have not seen it.
probably maybe just show like an image or something. I don't
No.
know. It's the coolest shit. And then within like 4 seconds of it happening,
Okay,
they're
so that
like,
comes up.
nah, it's a different thing.
Alright, that
And they
comes
get
up.
away.
Let's have a look. Let's
Oh,
find it.
no.
I was
They
furious.
take it away. So it wasn't Vader stopping it? Is that what you're saying?
Vader stopped the ship that was parked in front and was taking off for some reason. I
What?
don't know.
He just decided
It's
not to stop.
complete
It was
bullshit.
shit. They were just duping him.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
So Vader forced
Disney,
the
you're
wrong
smart.
shit? Is that what you're
Yeah,
smart,
saying?
Disney.
Disney are smarties. They know what's up. It is ridiculous. It's such a cool scene, and then it is instantly taken away from you.
But YouTube's not. YouTube's
Alright, well,
smart.
I'm gonna look up that scene and just watch
I'm
that.
gonna find it. Hang on.
I'm loving this frozen pose that my video's done here.
The
Oh,
epitome of what you just said.
There we go.
Every time they give you something cool that you like, it's taken away. I have
Yep.
countless examples just from the first 2 episodes.
Yep.
The first scene where we see Kenobi after all these years.
Yep.
Where's Kenobi? He's at this yard and people are getting cheated for their
Yep.
food that they need, and he has to look away. He can't help, and
Chris,
it's
you ready?
amazing.
You ready, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, you found
Oh,
it.
here we go.
Here you go.
Like it's
Coolest.
nothing.
It's the
Okay.
coolest shit. He's
Ooh,
still
yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
He
that's
doesn't
cool.
give a fuck.
Oh no.
It's awesome. It's
How
so
can they
cool.
shit on this?
So they
And then yeah, right away it just gets.
I'll have to look, but
just like
as
it's
I was saying-
nothing.
yeah.
It's total like it's Force Unleashed, the games where Starkiller like brings
Yeah,
down
just-
the entire
Like Star
Imperial
Destroyer or
Star
something.
Destroyer.
Yeah.
Coolest shit.
But like, yeah. So we have Kenobi being shunned, and I love that.
Yep.
And then 2 seconds later, that Jedi finds him, and he immediately
Ben
drops his
Safdie.
cover.
Yep.
So all the Sith needs to do is just go around being like, "You Kenobi, I
You
need help,"
Kenobi?
and he'll be like, "No, well, okay,
Well, I am. Don't come back though.
yeah." So
It's
there's
like,
that.
oh my god.
His disguise looks like Jedi robes.
Right?
It's-
Great.
he's
He's described
And
as
he's
he
Jedi.
walking around dressed like a Jedi still.
Him and
Like,
Leia
full-
are having conversations in public where she refers to him as Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Very
And
very
a
loudly. It's
Jedi.
not like they're whispering.
He's
Yeah.
holding his lightsaber in public. He's just
He's not
in
good at
every
he's not
scene
good.
where he's meant to be the most hidden fucking Jedi of all the Jedi in hiding. He's the most importantly hidden,
Yep.
and for, like Darth Vader could basically just sense where he is and find him. Like,
Yep.
well, that's the level we're on. And he just talking to everybody. His ally from before the Empire just comes and visits him.
Yep.
The Alderaan man.
Jimmy
Why?
Smits,
Why?
yeah.
Jimmy Smits, yes, he's
You know
best.
how
He's
the biggest
fantastic.
kept secret of the downfall of the Empire is like Luke and Leia. Let's just meet up. And
Yeah,
chat about 'em.
like the biggest secret being Anakin is Vader. Like that's a huge thing. No one knows that.
Yeah.
Except these guys.
Yeah, except for Reva and like the only people that know that Anakin is Vader is Reva and
Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda would know. Yeah, Yoda knows. And what's his face? The other one, the big guy. Do it. Sidious.
It's just,
Guy.
Big guy, you know, the
Big
top
guy.
dog. Hey,
Big
the guy on top,
guy.
you know, the guy we love. We know and love
Yeah.
him.
it's so obviously like show by committee. You know what I mean? Like
Very.
every scene is planned out, right? Because the Grand Inquisitor gives a great speech in the cantina when the,
Yep.
you know, and he's like, you know, a Jedi
Really liked that.
can't help himself, and it's amazing.
Mhm.
And then when the Jedi's escaping, he pulls down the veranda to get away,
But-
and it does absolutely nothing. They step around it. Why do that anyway?
But Vader's
Because
cool.
the scene said there was going to be an action sequence here. It said he's going to escape and use the Force, and there's going to be a little bit here, and that's why that's there.
Like we said,
And it looks stupid. He just brings down a veranda. It does absolutely nothing.
Hey, chase scenes are not Star Wars TV's strong suit.
All right,
This
and then
is-
the Leia
No.
chase scene.
the
yet
later
again.
chase scene's god awful.
They said, all right, we're going to have a chase scene here with the new Leia, and that's why they put it in. There's absolutely no reason for it in any way.
No.
They just bag her immediately anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like the branches that stop these people are like the wimpiest branches they could just push out.
Real
the
bad.
way.
Yeah. So first of all, you can't catch a 6-year-old running, a grown adult with full legs. And then second row, oh no, light foliage. It's just because little Leia can do her cool little Force slide.
But
and
Chris,
then-
Vader, like say what you want about Disney, you can shit on them all you want. There's one thing they have
I
not
know.
messed up. There's one thing they continue to hit the nail on the head with, and that's Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Okay?
I can't lie. Yep.
He is the best.
Start-
He's so cool.
Starting
all
this
instances
episode-
of Vader's have pretty much been the best parts of this show.
Start of episode 5. How hype were you when we were back before the end of Revenge of the Sith?
They forgot to de-age Hayden Christensen.
Hayden
They
Christensen.
did him dirty. They did him
I have
dirty.
to
They
think
forgot to
old.
smooth him out.
Have you seen it, Chris?
Yeah.
No.
I'll
Oh,
find it.
bless.
I've seen
I
pictures of Hayden, so I can assume.
I do have to say that like those little broken parts were probably some of my favorite
Oh,
parts
they're
of the show
incredible.
so far.
Yeah.
Like the only thing wrong with them is that they didn't de-age Hayden Christensen, and even that's not a big deal. Like,
Hey, it's not
No.
it's not a deal breaker
no, it
because
took me out for a second, and I was just like, oh, they didn't de-age him. This is still cool
Yeah.
as shit, though. He sounds
It's
exactly
fine.
like Anakin still.
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
god, his performance was spot on.
And
It's
you-
like
you
he
guys are
hasn't
so
played
right,
anyone
though.
else in all these years.
Yeah, it's like he hasn't. It's like Jumper
Like it
didn't,
killed his
didn't kick
career.
off. Like Jumper didn't do well.
Jumper's
Oh,
awesome.
bless.
Just,
Jumper's
I
a bit
like-
of fun.
I love
I like
Jumper.
Jumper.
But anyway, like,
Here you go,
yeah,
Chris.
what do
Are
we-
you ready for a bit of Hayden?
sure, show me Hayden.
This
Here
is
you
him.
He's not de-aged.
From a
they
distance,
forgot.
it's looking okay.
Yeah, this is. So what is
But yeah,
this?
like you said, I was at the peak of my unhappiness over parts of stuff like Raver.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Darth Vader in his tank, and I was goosebumps immediately. And
Yeah.
anytime you want to show me Darth Vader's castle on the lava planet, which
Yep.
has always been
Mustafar.
in the games, there's always missions in the games.
Yep.
It's not on Mustafar, I don't believe.
Yeah, it is.
I think it is on
It is
Mustafar.
I'll check
I
you on
think
that.
so.
But
I'll-
All right, get on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Wikipedia,
it might not be
and-
on Mustafar from the
and-
original
and
games.
I hope you're hungry because you better eat some words.
It's its own planet with like acid rain and weird shit. But let's see if I'm wrong,
Let's find out.
as I often am.
Mustafa.
Fortress Vader.
Fortress Vader. Mustafa.
Volcanic World of Mustafa.
Fortress Vader, hey? It's not called Vader's Castle? He had a castle in the games. Am I just mixing up things?
Also known as Darth Vader's castle.
Okay. It's on
Still,
Mustafar.
still on Mustafa. Yeah.
Well, there you go. See, I thought he just liked lava, but he just likes Mustafar.
He's got a thing now. It's his fetish.
Just a fan. Just a big fan of lava.
He's into black leather and lava.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
that's awesome though. I just thought it was another lava planet.
Yeah. My whole thing with Raver, and obviously the internet's been horrible to her, the actress.
We're allowed to criticize. Just
Yeah.
You're
I-
allowed to, but like it's none of.
I think
don't
it
put
is
the
a
blame
real
solely on her.
shame. I think it's a real shame because I feel like Reva could have been a really, really interesting character.
So they do
But
Darth
I
Vader
just feel
really well until he forgets to kill Raver.
yes, he completely just he like, and none of that scene makes any sense because it's like, okay, well if you didn't want to kill her, why didn't you do something more interesting, telling us that you didn't want to kill her by like cutting off her arm or something? But if you did want to kill her, you're Darth Vader, and you would have just killed her. Anyway, that's all beside the point. That's just issues from the most recent episode. I feel like Raver's been done super dirty because Raver could have been so interesting. Like, the Inquisitors are such an interesting bunch. We've seen them done really interestingly in the cartoon shows and in Jedi Fallen Order and the game and everything, even in the comics. And I feel like they've just given her nothing to sort of pull from. And like, you could have done something more interesting. We knew that she was the Padawan learner from the start of the show when Order 66 kicks off.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Didn't you? They focus on her
Okay.
so much, then they cut straight
She's
to
the
her.
little girl that's like, what do we do now?
They
We run.
don't bring up. They don't bring it up until this latest
Yeah.
episode.
Okay.
Which is considered the only reason why she knows that Vader is Anakin.
You're so right though that
Yeah.
the really interesting part about her character is that she's the turned Jedi.
Yep.
Did they succeed with this?
Which like from like straight away, we don't know what's going to happen in this final episode, but like straight away they were like going to team up and like she was going to go after Vader and everything. Like, you could have done so much more interesting stuff with it.
Oh, did she turn good already? Or
No.
Okay.
We don't know.
Because I was
It's-
thinking she's going to turn good.
One of the best scenes of
mean-
the episode though is her and Obi talking.
Yeah.
With the in between the gate.
Yeah, that was cool.
Quickly shout out to episode 4. Piece of shit as episode 4 was.
When was episode 4?
when they broke into
break into the base.
Rescuing Leia. Okay, yeah. That was not great.
I talked about the interrogation where Reva's meant to be menacing, but she's not menacing in the slightest.
Yeah.
She's not menacing on Tatooine in the first 2 episodes.
But
Like,
she's not menacing because she's probably just going to turn good. And they
Yes.
can't decide that people can have two sides to them.
Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Kylo, the best part of the sequels.
Yeah, it's got severe writing
Emperor
issues.
Palpatine, he was
The
good
whole
then.
series apparently
Yeah,
got
Palpatine's
like
a great guy at the start.
Yeah,
whole
he's been
series-
great the whole way through.
He was head of Naboo.
yeah.
He that man never plotted before the original trilogy.
Goddamn.
It was that Trade Federation.
That's right.
God
Hey
damn.
man, I would have turned evil if I had to deal with the Trade Federation.
I've been on a Star Wars kick. I'll give Kenobi this. In Kenobi not being everything that I wanted it to be, and having some good stuff in it, and mostly stuff in it, I've been seeking out good Star Wars stuff to satiate my Star Wars needs.
Nice.
And so I've been
Just
continuing
watching Revenge of the Sith. Again?
watching Revenge of the Sith always.
Blue
I
Harvest.
end every day with it. Every night I go to bed. No, I've been. I never finished Clone Wars, so I'm back on the Clone Wars bandwagon.
That
Very
was last week.
nice.
So I've finished all of season 3. I'm up to season 4 now. I also went and checked out the first couple episodes of that Star Wars Visions.
I heard it's not great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like out of the first 4 that I've watched, I'd say 2 of them have been good. The first one being the best one out of the bunch, which is that one that they have been like, that's their like token one they call to, which is the like Ronin duel. But like it does some interesting stuff, but it's fine. And I've been
It's
reading a bunch of
fine.
the books and the comics. But yeah, I just think they need to not, as you said, write by committee.
They need
Taika
Waititi.
I cannot wait to see what Taika does. Taika doing stuff
They need Taika.
completely unrelated
Chris,
to the
mate,
Skywalker
Chris,
saga.
are you aware that he's making a movie?
Yes, that's why I'm saying they
Okay,
need it.
you're so out of the loop that I thought you just
Chris,
said it could be really
No,
cool.
because he said I'm taking it to all new characters.
Good.
And
Get
when I
out of
saw
this Skywalker
Exactly.
business.
Yeah.
and when I saw that, I was like, what's been the best Disney Star Wars content?
Rogue One.
Didn't have, yeah. And what was that? Whole new set of characters, new music, new
Yep.
score. This
Yep.
isn't Star Wars. This is its own thing, and it was awesome.
Rogue One's
okay.
the best Star Wars film.
All they did was
that
sprinkle
Disney
in
have made.
some.
Some people won't agree, but I do.
I 100% is. They sprinkled in some Akbar and some stuff, some member berries, but not.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
I mean, it's Star Wars. You got to have member berry stuff in there. I
Yeah.
tell you what,
I'm in
Clone
there.
Wars certainly does it. They give you a bunch of prequel things for, like, I just saw an episode where they had a slightly younger Tarkin, which was interesting.
Okay.
Black on Black
Um,
again.
They've just had a slightly younger Admiral Akbar as well, which
Now,
has been interesting.
there are a lot of clone troopers in the Clone Wars, right?
There's a lot of clone troopers in the Clone Wars.
Do they fly?
They fly now.
You know what? They do. They have jetpacks.
They fly. Really, that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's almost like they flew a long time ago.
Hundreds of years before.
Yeah.
But they fly now.
Yeah. Yeah. Bless.
They fly now.
They fly now.
But yeah.
Stay with me, everyone.
They fly now.
They fly now.
You did. How are we meant to time that together?
They fly now.
They fly now.
They fly now.
They
In
fly
post,
now.
you can fix that up.
No,
I'm not
this-
fixing that in
This
post.
is live streamed to YouTube.
Yep.
The issue's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lastly, I did want to mention another Disney Plus thing because I wasn't able to talk about it last time after episode 1 had come out. 2 episodes are out now, and the third one's about to be out as well. Ms. Marvel.
How delightful is Miss Marvel?
It's so fun.
It is.
Really?
It is a delight.
Oh my god, I'm absolutely loving it. Iman is incredible as a young actress. She is brilliant. She is just captivating and exciting and funny and likable and
It is the visual style as well is so much fun.
Yeah.
And the performances are fun, the way it's edited,
yeah.
the camera work, the on-screen
I've seen
graphics.
a lot of people with the on-screen stuff being like, it's like if Scott Pilgrim, but instead of video games, comic books.
It reminds me
and-
more of
oh.
Mitchell's
Oh,
versus
okay.
the Machines.
Yeah, very Mitchell's vs. Machines with the whole imagination stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
But yeah, it's fun. It's honestly at the moment it's the best Disney show, I reckon.
Yep. I really like it.
And it's the one that nobody was keen for, but it's the
Yep.
one that out of everyone I talked to, even some people who were kind of just mid on it, who like not mid on it, but mid on the idea of it or like the
Yep.
idea of watching it, even they've been like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it.
Yep. And yeah, the second people realize, like, if people are going into it thinking that it's for them and they know it's not for them, the thing that's for them is Thor Love and Thunder that's about to come out with like gritty Gore the God Butcher and stuff.
Yep.
Like, this is a fun, like, teen show and it's super fun. As someone who loves Ms. Marvel and Kamala Khan, like from the comics and everything, the changes that they're making to her backstory are really interesting. And I really look forward to finding out what they're doing with it because it's way more entwined with like actual real world historical events rather than the Inhumans TV show that bombed. So I'm way more on board for that.
Are you watching
And-
Doctor Strange tomorrow night?
Is it
It's
out
out on Disney Plus
on-
tomorrow.
Ooh, I might have to.
No.
I want to go frame by frame and look through all the different worlds
Oh god, that movie
in that one
has
shot
only
where it jumps between.
That movie's only soured in my opinion. By the way,
Really?
I'll give it another watch. See how we go.
Talking about Multiverse of Madness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can watch that tomorrow?
You can watch that tomorrow night at 6:30.
All right, nice.
I enjoyed it.
It's look, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. I had fun with it. The music battle was the best part of the film.
That is fantastic. That is a great part. But yeah, I really like the visual language of the entirety of Ms. Marvel. And like it's one of the most like representative shows I've ever seen for that culture. Like in terms of like Western media. It's really well done. And like I feel like it's the kind of representation and learning that people need. It's great.
I watched all of season 3 of Love Victor because it came out. They did it. They released it all at once. Disney did, so that was fun. I'm glad they did that.
Cool.
It's season 3 is definitely the least best, I guess. It's not the best season, still good. I can see them falling into the trap that 13 Reasons Why fell into. And that was, let's make everyone gay. Not that that's an issue, but when you have a group of random people come together and suddenly more than half of the show are now...
It just gets a little weird. Doesn't feel natural.
Doesn't feel natural. So,
well, I mean, in like for teens nowadays, maybe not when we were in high school, but now it's a lot. Like I talk to a lot of or at least I have a lot of like customers at Greenlight who come in who are still in high school and everything. And when they're shopping the Pride section stuff, normally we have big chats about stuff that's really good or TV shows or anything like that. And
you also enjoy the gay.
Sometimes I do also enjoy the gay.
I do enjoy.
I see you partake in the gay.
I see. Hey, I'm an ally.
Well, that's been the thing. The second I got my little lanyard of a little, like the lanyard is rainbow and I have a little they them pronoun badge, instantly everyone feels way more comfortable with me because I'm not then just another straight white dude who might be rude to them. They can see, oh, I can actually talk with this person as myself, which is super lovely and quite confronting when you think about the implications of what that means for their every day living.
The implication.
Every day living. I don't know how I stuffed that word up.
The implication.
But the thing I've been talking with a couple of them is like with shows like Heartstopper and Love Victor and all that, and Sex Education and everything, being like, how much does this like actually represent you going through high school and your generation going through high school? Because I don't think it was like that for us at all. Mind you, we went to a Christian school, but like they were
Catholic,
like, yeah, it's actually a lot better. And like, it might be a teeny bit, like the percentage of them might be a teeny bit bumped up just, you know, cause it's focused around that sort of stuff. But they said it's so much better for people. And the amount of people who are feeling comfortable with coming out now and everything. Oh my God. Excellent.
Show's still great though. People should watch
That's
it.
good.
Yeah. They got one of my favorite characters is in rehab. No, sorry. One of my least favorite characters is in rehab the whole season, so that was great. He was in it. He was in it very limitedly.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
anyone else watch anything recently?
Me and Gemma have just been getting into Suits. She's watched it a while ago, and I think we're just trying to find another show to watch. And we happen to scroll past it, and I am so on board with this show.
Mike, are you telling me you were looking for a show to watch and you didn't go ahead and watch the entirety of Phineas and Ferb?
or Better Call Saul?
I did not.
Disappointing on all fronts.
You chose the wrong lawyer show.
Maybe.
No,
but this is pretty good. I'm enjoying this quite a lot.
I've heard Suits is very good. Michaela's watched the entirety of Suits.
I've heard it drops off though, which is why I don't want to watch it. I heard the whole cast just started leaving one by one.
Yeah.
Look, the biggest shock to me, because I've never seen anything about the show or anything, is I'm sitting there and we're just watching it, the first episode, and I turned to Gemma, I'm like, that looks like Meghan Markle. And she's like, it is. And I was like, right.
Yeah.
I forgot she was an actress before.
Before
she
crippling the royal family.
Queen. No, before she did want to be queen.
They crippled themselves. Fuck the monarchy.
Yes.
Go, Chris.
Yes. live free or die. As they say. yeah.
The hit
as
film.
they say in the movie podcast.
Chris, would you believe me if I told you that was the title for the 5th Die Hard film?
Live free or die hard.
Yep.
It's not.
It is.
Oh God, I hope it has some great patriotic sentiment to it.
Oh, sorry. It is the title of Die Hard 4. Sorry, Die Hard 5 was a good day to die hard.
All right. So someone's already done that tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
Nice.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
I've continued watching a bit of Family Guy, and I ran out of bearable Family Guy very, very, very quickly.
Oh, okay.
You hit the limit.
Yeah. Look, there's 2 or 3 seasons there where there's enough laughs. You can see on the IMDb chart, it's like there's a lot of green around the blue harvest to
Yes.
like season 9, 8, 9, 10, I want to say, or 7, 8, 9. And then there's a lot of yellow. And I was in season 9 and I just stopped watching. I was just like, I haven't laughed in 2 episodes. Like it's not good. Yeah. I passed the prime.
Yep. There is one joke in Family Guy that will never cease to make me laugh. And it's
The Tuscan Raider one?
no,
That's
no.
hilarious. That'll be we'll have a Richard
In
Hartley.
just like an
Yeah.
in a
all
normal
the family, all the stuff.
from a random Family Guy episode, not from one of the Star Wars specials. There's one episode where Stewie and Brian are like hosting a radio talkback show, like one of the like morning
Penny
shock
and the
jock
or something.
episodes.
Penny and the dog.
Yeah,
Baby
Penny and the dog. Woof, 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 woof.
Yeah.
And they're doing that, and they're hitting all the sound
Oh,
cues.
no, it's Dingo and the baby.
Dingo and the baby, that's it. And they're doing all the sound cues like normal shock jocks do, where they're just spamming all these ridiculous sounds. And then Stewie hits a button which just starts one of the monologues by, like, I want to say, Denzel Washington from some lawyer movie. And then the entire monologue just plays out, and the two of them just stand there just like shocked. And it's such a dumb joke, but it gets me every time.
To me, it just, because I've watched, like, gone on IMDb, watched the best ones. Like, it's hilarious. Like, it's up there with like some of the good Simpsons jokes. And then it's more like later Simpsons, where all the jokes are just so pushing so far for this obscure reference, and obviously Family Guy's more into that anyway.
Yeah,
and it was just like new Simpsons. That's what the later seasons of Family Guy were like, just reaching at every joke.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I will shout out as well. I don't know if you guys saw this at all. The new game coming from Justin Roiland. Have you guys seen this at all?
What is?
No.
There's a new game from Justin Roiland.
Yeah, I talked about this.
You did?
Where the guns talk.
The guns are the characters. Yeah. It looks super funny. It just looks ridiculous.
Called,
It's on Steam or something.
It's called High on Life.
Yeah, High on Life, and the logo treatment is crazy. They've done an excellent job with it. But it's coming out soon, I think. But it looks really funny and really silly, because all the characters are just bonkers.
Squanch.
Look at those. Look at that gun.
The guns talk too.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're all talking shit the whole time. It's great. Yeah, it looks fun. And you get different types of guns.
Where's
and
the
everything.
knife? The knife is the best part.
The knife was fantastic. He's just like a little psychopath.
Knife's like, come on, let me stab someone, let me stab someone, let me stab someone.
Of course.
Yeah, he comes up in a sec, surely.
Trying to find it.
It's total Justin Roiland
Yeah,
madness. Like, it is just insane.
There he is.
The little knife is crazy. But yeah, it looks fun.
His name
and
is
like
Knifey.
for fans of Rick and Morty or Solar Opposites.
Yep.
Is that the other one?
Yeah.
Cool.
You do well.
We
We need more solar opposites.
We do.
The wall. We need to see how the wall ends.
Yeah.
have they not? Are they not doing another season, or have they not announced
I'm
one?
sure they
or-
will be. We're just impatient.
Because we're at the third phase of the wall, right? Where
Yeah.
what's her name had created the new utopia.
Yep. Oh, July 13th. Solar opposites starts
Oh.
again.
There you
Big
go.
Big things are happening.
Very excited for that.
Very nice. Well, I think with that, that's an episode of MMT Millennial
do
Movie
it?
Talk. It's a movie
We did it again.
show. It's a movie. It's a show where we talk about the movies
You got there.
and
You got there in the end.
shows
We spoke about TV shows the entire
and
time.
TV shows.
No, we talked about Lightyear.
No, we talked about Lightyear at the start, and that was
Sonic,
it.
Coach
we did.
Carter,
And we talked about Hustle.
Hustle,
There was some
We
movies.
talked about
There was
plenty of
Jam.
movies.
Okay, I'm sorry.
piece of shit.
But you can subscribe
Yeah, there you
on
go.
YouTube. You can like the video. You
On
can
YouTube.
comment down below.
On YouTube.
Chat some shit with us. If
done.
you want to chat more shit with us, you can hit us up over on Twitter or on Instagram.
Or give
And
us to give him
money.
Yeah.
You can support us on patreon.com/millennial movie talk, where you can chuck us a buck or two. You get a bunch of extra bonus content and
So we don't have to walk
commentaries
the
from the
streets at night.
past. And you might feel a little bit safer.
No?
And you can follow us on your podcast service of choice, so you can listen to it in the car while you're driving. Watch out for that bus.
Meow.
And I think-
that bus.
With saying that,
I'm Alex.
I'm Braden.
Christian. I'm Christian.
Oh, and I'm Michael.
I've had this conversation. Alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we went like in the corners on the screen. Oh, that's different for everybody. Never mind.
So we're gonna take it one more time, all right?
Take two.
Take it from the top.
Ready? Let's go. And as always, I'm Alex,
I'm Braden.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Michael.
and we're out of here.
Why was it?